Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Columbus Clippers and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Ivan Barrios will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Coming to the plate now, Duncan Erickson. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs. And let's see if they continue that today.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
So striding in, Jesse Winker, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Winker.
Dribbled up the line. Pedroza loves it. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors. Now in the box, Scott Coburn is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated.
At the plate, Duncan Erickson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0. Hit on the ground to third, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Line drive to left. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Duncan Erickson.
Duncan Erickson.
Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Down the third baseline, but this is foul. Popped him up. Into the stands. He got it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no. Standing in, Duncan Erickson. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. Connell ranges to his left. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Eric Gonzalez.
Now, attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. 15-7 is the final score here. Columbus jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brian Ogawa earned his 9th win of the year. Ivan Barrios allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight we wrap up this brief 2-game series between the Columbus Clippers and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Matt Hayashi will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Center fielder.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. He takes his first trip to the plate here, fresh off a 4-hit ball game a night ago. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they get the double play. And with that, here's a look at the visitor. Ready now, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Grounder down the line at third. And that finds its way through for a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Digging in, Jesse Winker. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away.
Jesse Winker.
Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Unlucky that time. And that coming to the plate now, Duncan Erickson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Campos on second. Ponson is over at first. With 1 away. And there's ball 1. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit down the third baseline. No one out with a runner at second. Curveball that time, not even close.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Softly hit out to short. And 1 gone. Leading off the inning, Duncan Erickson. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
Digging in, Jesse Winker. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
The 1-2. Softly hit to the left side. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are ready for another chance. Rich Zambrano is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. Erickson has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Clippers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. The calendar has turned to September, and we're ready for baseball between the Louisville Bats and the Columbus Clippers. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. 2 division rivals face off next. Striding into the box, Duncan Erickson. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, coming off last night's W, we had a chance to catch up with the manager. He just liked the way guys are playing. They're showing up to the yard ready to go. They're playing as a collective group. A lot of good things happening in this clubhouse.
It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Runners are at first and third, one away. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Settling in now, Jesse Winker. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Standing in, Sean McDonald. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hard hit ball to short. He's got it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Louisville's out in front here, 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Duncan Erickson. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Encarnacion, and it's in time for the double play, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. Albright is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Now to the plate, Duncan Erickson.
First baseman number 17, Duncan. Erickson.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0. This is line to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
Digging in to try it again, Jesse Winker. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready once again, Sean McDonald, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is... So a big spot here, and stepping in, Duncan Erickson. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. 0-1 the count.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Count 0-2.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. In now, John Albright, and we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with 1 away. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Bats posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Eric Workman gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Kevin Shackelford wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Bats, 3 runs on 15 hits.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. A Labor Day matchup in store for you here between the Tino Diaz, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Gonzalez will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Stepping in, Eric Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Baseman, Eric Gonzalez.
The 3-1. Iced hard on the ground. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The relay throw, and he is in there. Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Erickson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Missed with a slider.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
A dive, and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Digging in once again, Duncan Erickson. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Don't you think about that? You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Left fielder number 33,
Ready for another shot now. Jesse Winker, runner in scoring position with two gone. The 3-1, and that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Into the box, Johnny Montoya. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Erickson at second, Winker at first, 2 out in the inning. A swing and a ground ball to third, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Into the box now, A.J. Ellis. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
A.J. Ellis.
Double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1, on to first, and they get them both. Stepping up to the plate, Duncan Erickson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at. That with another big hit right here. From the belt, the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
High and deep to center field. Diaz going back at the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, no error. At the plate, Duncan Erickson, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2. So a big moment here, and standing in, Jesse Winker. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Striding in once again, Johnny Montoya, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Chopped weakly to the left. He'll come home with it. They get the force at the plate, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So they tried for the old 1-2-3 double play there, but it didn't quite get moving quickly enough. I'm sure they'll be content to take the out at the plate, however. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Columbus is out in front 6-4. Digging in and looking for more, Duncan Erickson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, and it's 0-1.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in. You haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
High in the air out to center field. He brings it in, and they are going to get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's one of the best finishes we've been part of in a while. 2 outs, tying run at third, the go-ahead run at first, but they can't find a way to get him home. Tough way to lose, but a great way to win a game.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Columbus took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Tino Diaz earns the win, his 2nd. Brian Villafuerte couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Clippers: 6 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 16 men on base. For the Bats, 5 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 19 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. That's
Playoff situations in the minors are invaluable opportunities to teach young players and to learn about them.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Louisville Bats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Matt Hayashi, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. But that'll be off the right field wall. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Digging in, Jesse Winker. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Erickson stands at second with 2 gone. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Diaz moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Digging in now, Duncan Erickson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dribbled up the line. And rolls foul for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Oh, and they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and it's a foul ball. The 2-2. Soft liner towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jesse Winker. 2 out with a man at first.
Jesse Winker.
big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Saucedo ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. The Bats lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Duncan Erickson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First offering on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Saucedo is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Ronald Torreyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. It'll be a drag bunt. He gets it down. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. So coming to the plate, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Duncan Erickson.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he's back standing. And another throw over. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off. Here's Tyler Austin now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're to do something productive.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Go ahead, run to third.
Into the box now, Duncan Erickson.
First baseman, Duncan.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. To the left side, but it's well foul. The 0-1 delivery. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Brown coasts under it. 1 out. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound, and he racked up 10 strikeouts because of it. Solid performance as he leads his guys to victory.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Bats jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Julius Hernandez gets the W on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score, first for the victorious Bats, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Rail Riders, 3 runs, 6 hits,
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. A good matchup here in Game 2 between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Louisville Bats. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Carlton Gribble is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Leading up for the bat, first baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Now batting, Jesse Winker.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jesse
Erickson on at
Winker.
first, nobody out. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So stepping in, Renato Nunez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. So striding forward now, Sean McDonald, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 2 full. Scranton leads it 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Duncan Erickson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Erickson.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And the runner back in standing. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he'll snap one over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Saucedo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Horace Simone.
Shortstop, Horace Simone.
A bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Duncan Erickson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Has a look, now the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hitting change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Two out here and a runner at second. On the ground to the left side. Drury fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Louisville's out in front here, 5-2. At the plate, Duncan Erickson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Erickson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the air, out to right. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Stepping up now, Jesse Winker comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Winker.
The 1-2. Soft liner to the right side, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Yeah, if that relief performance were a car, it would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Our final line.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out.
A 2-0 series lead gives this manager an opportunity to share some insights on closeout opportunity.
Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. It's a big one. Game 3 between the Louisville Bats and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Chuck Rogers gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
In the air to straightaway right. Saucedo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left stranded. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Shoots this one over to first. Erickson fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. Scranton leads it 5-0. Coming to the plate now, Duncan Erickson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Erickson.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brown will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Striding forward now is the DH, Vinny Novoa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So striding in, Ronald Torreyes. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Ronald Torreyes.
Right side. Erickson moving to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Leading off for Louisville, first baseman, Duncan Erickson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Striding in, Jesse Winker. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Jesse Winker.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. And here's Renato Nunez, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
On the ground to the right side. Austin right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with the lead in hand, you'll definitely trade an out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Now in the box, Claudio Saucedo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Down the first baseline. Erickson scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Tyler Austin now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Striding in to start the 9th, Duncan Erickson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
This is line to left. Brown is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it. Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4 outs saved. Job well done.
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Top Player of the Game award.
Look at the numbers. This is what you want.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Louisville Bats and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Duncan Erickson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Montoya is off at first with 2 away. 2-0 now.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Two-0 count, the pitch. A swing and a miss, strike one. Enriquez isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Coming to the plate now, Brock Diaz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. At the plate, Duncan Erickson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series, as we are all knotted up at 2.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, hitting his spots, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom, he misses his.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. To first. Erickson comes up with it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Standing in, Duncan Erickson. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
That's wide. 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
2-0 count. The pitch. This one's down to third. Drury has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Now at the plate, John Brown. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
John Brown.
Ready with the 0-2. Here he on the ground. That's a foul ball. Ready now, Ronald Torreyes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Ronald Torreyes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out. Digging in, Duncan Erickson.
Duncan Erickson.
And now pitch on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. lifts it into the air to shallow center. Simone takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he clearly had it under control. Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory.
A proud skipper addresses a room of young competitors one win away from competing for a league championship.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, it's postseason action between the Louisville Bats and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. Coming to the plate now, Duncan Erickson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Again, a 1-2. Nope. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Another full count pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters.
Digging in, Tyler Austin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the line at first. Erickson takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding into the box. Claudio Saucedo. He singled his last time up.
Claudio Saucedo.
On the ground to first. Erickson has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Settling in now, Duncan Erickson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Diaz is under this one, and that's out number 2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. John Brown. Gets dirty and gloves it. To first, just late. He's safe. That was a phenomenal stop, but it winds up the base. Ready for another chance? Duncan Erickson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Ponson, the runner at second with 1 away. And low, it's a ball and a strike. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now. Standing in, Jesse Winker. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hit right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Saucedo will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. Now at the plate, Brett Ruth. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him because none of that matters if he can.
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. Another look at the throwdown that results in a...
Hey, baseball players have never been shy about celebrating, but these guys have a lot of work to do, and they know that. They're now out of the first round, but they need to stay focused moving forward if they're going to win the minor league championship.
Starting pitching, so obviously important to a team's success, and a great performance given here in this one by the fellow you see on your screen.
For the second time in his career, this player's being told to pack his bags. It's upending news, to say the least. The player's left to wonder about reasons. It can be a helpless feeling. Within a couple days, he'll again be putting on a different uniform. A minor leaguer is welcomed after being brought into a new organization as part of a trade package. His name may not have made headlines in this deal, but if he's a hit in the long run, it could be a real feather in the GM's cap.